Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a follow-up to our previous exploration of dynamic active steady shot on the ZVE1, where we pushed the limits of long focal length with various movements. Now in this video, I'm excited to delve into a comparison of stabilization performance between Sony native lenses and third-party options. There's been a lot of talk online about Sony lenses being superior, so let's put that to the test. In our previous video, we discovered that using a 50mm lens for walking and rotating shots can be challenging, but for the purpose of comparing Sony versus third-party lenses, I will still use 50mm focal length for this test. I conducted two walking tests, one slow walk and the other fast walk. In both tests, the results are the same. We can see obviously that Sony lens produces smoother movement. Although we can still see the footsteps from the Sony lens, but compared to the Sigma's bumpy footages, they are already pretty good. For a rotating test, I also did two because I don't think there's noticeable difference. I knew that 50mm rotating shot can be shaky, so I was extra careful. But maybe I was too careful. I really can't tell which one is more smooth. Perhaps the Sony footage looks slightly better, but I'm not sure whether it's because I already knew it from Sony. So maybe you can let me know in the comment area how you think about it. For the panning test, at 50mm, it's really not challenging enough to see the difference of these two lenses. Apart from the fact that this Sigma lens has significantly better focus breathing control, I don't see any other differences. So I did another test. I don't have any other full-frame Sony native lens at longer focal length, so I used my Sony 18-105 f4 APS-C lens to compare with the full-frame Tamron 28-200 lens. I set the Tamron lens to 100mm and I set the Sony APS-C lens at the same framing. But again, I still can't see much difference in terms of stabilization. So based on these three tests, we can conclude that Sony native lenses perform better for walking shots, but for other types of movement, there may not be as much of a difference. However, I also want to mention that in my review of the 7 Artisans 50mm f1.8 autofocus lens, I noted that Sony lenses provide much steadier results than the 7 Artisans lens when using the camera's in-body stabilization, and this is for rotating and panning shots. Therefore, if you're looking to maximize the performance of your Sony camera, I believe this is something you should take into account when choosing between a Sony native lens and a third-party lens. Hope you find this video helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.